Congressman from North Carolina and co-chair of the Doctors Caucus, Greg Murphy. Congressman, great to see you this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about today's committee hearing? I know we're hearing that some moderates from New York and New Jersey a little upset that the state and local tax deduction is only going to triple, while some conservatives don't think it cuts spending enough. So where do things stand right now?
Well, I think today we start our markup at about 2 o'clock, and it's expected probably to go 24 hours straight through. And we've been working on these provisions. Chairman Smith, we've been traveling around the country the last couple of years. We've done many policy meetings looking at all the provisions. There are probably over 200, 250 different provisions that we've gone through. I think we start today. We've done a lot of work up to this point, and we move forward. As for the SALT talk, there are two types of people in the SALT caucus. One who feel like this is a good step, what the Ways and Means Committee is doing, $30,000, tripling, as you pointed out, tripling the SALT deduction. But there are other folks that don't think it's enough. The problem is, how do we pay for it all? You know, Charlotte, this is at the end of the day, we have to worry most about where we're going, this country, rather, as our economy is going into our debt. And how do we pay for it all? They're really critical junctures. You can't have everything. It's not really the country's fault that we have blue states like New York and California that want to tax the hell out of their citizens. This is why so many people have left those high tax states. We're trying to meet them halfway, but it has to be good negotiations, fair negotiations, and understanding that you can't always get what you want, as Mick Jagger said.
Yeah, and as someone who's just moved to New Jersey, that's a good way of putting it, Congressman. So when the House leadership released that nearly 400-page bill yesterday, they highlighted the average American family would save about $1,700. As you said, not everyone's going to get all of what they want, but do you think that overall savings, helping the common, hardworking Americans, going to get you 90% of the way there? Everyone's going to hold out for what they want.
Yeah, sure. And I think it happens because if you look at what happened with the 4 years of Biden inflation, you know, America's still many $1,000s behind. And the Democrats' charge that this is only tax relief for billionaires is an absolute lie, And most of the tax relief goes actually to lower and middle income individuals trying to raise their wages, decrease their taxes, put more money in their pocket and give them different advantages that heretofore they wouldn't have or we need to continue to have. Remember, just as you pointed out, we don't do this. 6 to 8 million individuals lose their job. There's an overall 22% tax hike in individuals. So this is good policy. Is it perfect? No. Do I agree with 100% of things? The answer is no. But, sometimes you can have to agree 96% and look at the big picture rather than get stuck on little small initiatives.
Yeah, and I know that the Ways and Means text included health priorities. With President Trump signing that executive order yesterday, aiming to slash drug prices, how does that align with the priorities?
Well, personally, I don't think there are enough health priorities. I've been a physician for 35 years in this, but I understand the difficulties with reconciliation. I really want us to go after the true drivers of a lot of the healthcare costs, and that's insurance companies. The insurance lobby owns this town, and it's pretty pathetic on how they are literally siphoning off so much money in the terms of making our drug prices high. These things called PBMs, pharmacy benefit managers, which people don't know about, are the middlemen that siphon off so much of our drug costs. If we got them under reform, you'd see a plummet in drug prices. I'm not a fan of direct consumer advertising on the pharmaceutical side, and I think we could really move the needle also if we got rid of that. There are a lot of different things. What the president did with the most favored nation status yesterday, I'm a little bit ambivalent about that because I don't want American medical technology to fall behind. We have to make sure our funding is good. We don't want the Chinese taking over and trying to steal our scientists, et cetera. That said, there's no reason we should be paying the most in the world for all our pharmaceuticals. And it is also true that the other countries need to pay their fair share for what American innovation costs.
Equalization, as the president said yesterday. Congressman Greg Murphy, thanks for joining us this morning. We'll check back with you.
Great. Thanks, guys.